What's going on, guys? In here back with another video, and today's one we're gonna be taking a look at the Sony DSC WX500. So for those of you out there who want to know all of the specs, I'm gonna put a link down below in the description of where I bought the camera, but here they are on the screen right now. You can pause it if you want. So as you can see, the packaging is really small, but it makes the job done. Inside the box, you can find the warranty and the instruction manual. Flip the piece of cardboard to reveal the real stuff. First thing we see is the power brick. It plugs directly into the wall, so you won't have to remove your battery all the time. Sony also thought of including a micro USB cord so you can charge your device. They also thought about including a wrist strap so you won't break your new camera. You just need to pinch the string and insert it right into it. When it's in it, just push until the end. Take the rest of the string and pull it back in. The only thing I don't love about this camera is the fact that there's nothing to hold the string more tightly on your wrist. That would have been a feature that Sony could have included. In the top right corner of the box, you can find your 1240 mAh Type X battery that slips right away when you pick it up. Then, last but not least, you can grab your camera that is wrapped in some sort of paper. The camera is pretty lightweight at only 209 grams, battery included. On the top of the camera, we can see that there are lots of shooting modes on the roulette. Next to it, we have the two level press picture button and the on and off button. In the center, we have the flash that can be revealed by sliding this little button. The flash is flanked by two microphones that perform awesomely. On the back of the camera, there are lots of buttons, the movie one being the most useful one since I'm going to be vlogging with this camera. On the right side of the camera is the micro USB charging dock. On the left side of the camera is only the NFC contact logo. Finally, at the bottom of the camera is your battery, your SD card slot, and the tripod mount. So now that you know a little bit more about this bad boy, let me show you what he's capable in real life. So here I am, guys, casually walking in my room just to show you how the camera performs in some artificial lighting. So if we take a look at these two clips right here, we can actually see that the camera does a pretty decent job, even if the lighting isn't how you want it to be. So guys, here I am outside in my backyard just to show you how the camera performs in a low light situation. So as you can see from this clip, the camera does look grainy, but it really isn't that bad, and I would have imagined a worse performance. And while we're at it, I just want to show you how the optical image stabilization works and if there's a little difference in the low light situation, because I really don't know, guys, if the camera is going to act differently in low light. So right here, we can see that the image stabilization is pretty decent on the Sony camera, even in a low light situation. Now, let's make a zoom test. So guys, here I'm fully zoomed in with the optical zoom, and now let's jump into the digital one. You can actually see that there's not a big difference, but the camera really is a lot more shakier. So let me just get back fully zoomed out to show you how it actually looked like originally. So here we can see that the 30x optical zoom is pretty good on this camera, but if you plan on zooming in that far, I would recommend a tripod, otherwise it's going to be really shaky. So there are multiple reasons why I decided to opt with this camera more than any other cameras on the market that fitted my budget. And this feature here is not a feature that you find on mid-range cameras a lot. This is a feature that I'm talking about. So with this feature, guys, it makes my work so much easier because I'm actually able to see myself in the reflection of the 3-inch LCD screen. Now, let's make a comparison.
So guys, right now I'm approximately sitting at 2 feet of both cameras, and right now you should be looking at my Logitech webcam with the onboard microphone.
Then, let me jump onto my new vlogging camera, which is the Sony DSC WX500. And what you just heard me saying was with the onboard Sony microphone. Now, let me switch back to my Logitech webcam, but this time around I was actually speaking with my blue microphone. So guys, right now you're actually looking and hearing the Sony camera, and I just want to say that both clips were recorded at 2 feet away of the camera, as I said, and I was speaking with the same exact voice all the time. So finally guys, I really do think that this camera is worth it. Even though I think it lacks of a touchscreen for the price we paid, which is around 450 Canadian dollars, I really do think that this camera performs awesomely and there's nothing wrong with buying it. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like. It really do helps me out when you do, and at the same time you can click on the subscribe button. So until next time everybody, I'm out. Peace. First of all, Rocket League is supposed to be like a soccer game, and they managed to like make a basketball game out of it. I mean, I honestly think that they deserve a props for that. So second thing,